Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on XRP, whose current price stands at the $0.38953 mark. And here on TradingView the market is down by 1.79%, and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out, starting my analysis here on the weekly chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the XRP chart. So you can see from these low prices that XRP had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, taking us to an all-time high at around the $3.34 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing this massive corrective structure to the lower side in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2, which took us back to around the $0.1 mark. And after seeing that low, that is what we can term as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing that low, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side over here in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. Then once we see the high for that wave 3, we can expect a bit of a putback in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure that I have drawn out over here, there are chances that we saw the low for this wave 2 at around the $0.1 mark, and this movement that we are seeing over here might be the start of this impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the all-time high, then dragging the fibs to the low of that high Elliot wave count 2. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.4 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect XRP to do once we continue pushing to the upper side, obeying the Elliot wave structures. And in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, which is impulsive, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side, and I believe we are also seeing such a structure right here, having this as a wave 1 to the upper side. Then this might be a corrective movement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 before we expect a wave 3, then a wave 4 before, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And I can change the color of this Elliot wave structure because it's a fractal wave within that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And jumping to the daily chart so that we can see this fractal wave better. So here on the daily chart we can sketch out an Elliot wave structure, which is a fractal wave that I'm having here on the weekly chart. That is this Elliot wave structure over here. We can have it on the daily chart. I can add that on the daily chart so that we can have our short-term scenario here on the XRP chart. And you can see I have this fractal wave in red, which is on the daily chart now, and we have that as the first wave to the upper side, making our high at around the $1.95 mark. And after seeing that high, we have been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective structure over here in the formation of this wave 2 of that fractal wave to the upper side. And after seeing the low for that wave 2 over there, there are chances that we might have started this movement to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, which is an impulsive wave. And we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 here on the XRP chart by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $3.23 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect XRP once we continue pushing higher, obeying the Elliot wave structures to do. And for that to also play out, we also need to manage to break above the wave 1 high at around the $1.195 mark. And once we manage to break above the key areas of resistances in between here, there are chances of making it back to around the $2.24 mark in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side, which is a fractal wave within that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side here on the daily chart. And jumping back to the daily chart to take a look at the indicators here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 47 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side and also any movements to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.